This is the weather forecast video for Saturday, March 31st, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a disturbance off to our west, producing some clouds there, and some clouds also to our south and east with some showers and a disturbance there. Otherwise, it's fairly quiet. Watch warning map from a little after midnight shows some wind advisories and high wind warnings out west with some winter weather issues there. High red flag warnings across the Rockies, and otherwise east of there's nothing going on. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock shows some precip amounts between about 1/10 and 1/2 inch across the state, mainly with the storm coming in early next week. Let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. A ridge over the center part of the country with a trough over the west and over the east, and at the surface there could be an outside chance of a thunderstorm across the area, but the chances are 10 or 15% or less. Otherwise it'll be in the 70s. By Sunday, it's going to really get warm around here. Could be an isolated shower or storm, especially early. Otherwise, it's going to get sunny and going to get warm. Here's the projected highs from the GFS model. And you can see 80s across the state with a few 90s. Some cooler upper 70s in northeast Iowa. Back to the GFS to Monday. Here comes the next storm, bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity. Temperatures will cool back off into the 60s and lower 70s, and by Tuesday that storm begins to wind up around the central and southern plains, and we'll be stuck looking like in the rain showers and clouds and in the 50s and 60s, and it looks like it even continues into Wednesday, although some of the models want to scoot this storm to the east by this point. So we're going to be kind of out there. And on the GFS on Thursday, they still have the showers around. We think by this point the showers should be gone, and temperatures by this point should be rebounding back into the lower to middle to upper 60s. And Friday will be in between systems as another storm begins to take shape over the plain states with some shower and thunderstorm activity out there. A week from today, next Saturday, or the day before Easter, peace energies coming across the middle part of the country and across the state, and that could bring some shower and thunderstorm activity Saturday night. But it looks like Easter morning could be a bit iffy, but by Easter afternoon it should be fine, but it's still out there. A few days after that, on the 11th, and we have a trough over the west, a trough over the east, and a big ridge in between, and at that point we'll be in between storms, and we're going to be getting warm again. Southerly winds, that looks like temperatures back 70s, maybe an 80 again. We'll have to wait and see if we see a trend on this. A few days later, on the 13th though, here comes a trough and some energy trying to dig in from the north and west, and with this system, this is going to produce some storms on Friday the 13th. Doesn't that just sound kind of ironic, with stormy weather on Friday the 13th? We'll wait and see on that. And a few days later, at the end of the forecast on the 15th, still a big upper level feature over the west, and pretty flat over the east, and that means we'll see maybe an isolated shower or storm, lots of precipitation around. I don't think it's going to be this widespread, but we'll see on future runs in the future days. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Sunday.